Sharon's perilous search for Noah takes an unsettling turn. The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates tease that Sharon Newman is headed for deadly danger as she follows Noah Newman's trail. Sharon has been overwhelmed with fearful feelings ever since she arrived in Los Angeles and learned that her son had been seriously injured in a car accident. Sharon's had too many deadly déjà vu fears concerning her children as of late. Sharon has endured far too many hospital stays due to her children's car accidents, but this particular incident stands out as it's not just a straightforward mishap. There's a more complex backstory hidden beneath the surface, prompting Sharon to seek answers to her pressing questions. Nick Newman has been attempting to unravel the situation through discussions with Sienna Bacall, yet he hasn't made much progress thus far. Sharon will soon have the chance to learn more about the troubling circumstances surrounding Noah, which almost cost him his life, but she will also run into trouble. Detective Burrow is acting suspiciously and is clearly withholding information from Noah's parents, but he does seem to be correct about the fact that Noah was deliberately forced off the road. Someone could try to take out Sharon if she gets too close to exposing the real truth. If Sharon gets too close to uncovering the truth, it's entirely possible that someone might try to do the same thing to her. However, there's also the chance that she could become a target in a different manner as her quest for answers intensifies. In point of fact, Y&R spoilers assert that Sharon will undoubtedly encounter some perilous circumstances. We will witness her efforts to piece together what transpired with Noah, which may land her in a frightening predicament as a consequence. Will Sharon narrowly evade her own dark destiny? Might this situation lead her to cross paths with Sienna's husband, Mitch Bacall? Nick is never far behind when Sharon's in danger. In any situation, you can rest assured that Nick is always close by, ready to spring into action whenever Sharon finds herself in a tough spot. There seems to be a chance for Nick to come to her aid, depending on how events unfold. Sharon's harrowing experience is set to begin on October 31st, which means that Y&R might just be preparing for an exhilarating Halloween cliffhanger. According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, we can expect some unsettling news to be revealed soon. So keep an eye out for updates regarding Sharon's future. Catch up on everything that is going on right now with Y&R. Come back here often for The Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates. Noah awakens, Michael's golden ticket, Kane's confession. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the next 2 weeks suggest some curveballs. From October 27th to November 7th, fans can expect Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, to wake up, but will he remember anything? Victor Newman, on the other hand, has a fantastic chance for Michael Baldwin. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Kane Ashby's confession. Before getting to the 2 weekers, let's discuss what's coming up from October 27th to 31st. First of all, Kane Ashby will meet with Lily Winters. Just recently, Kane agreed to turn the AI program over to Lily so she could have it destroyed. Just when she thought she was finally getting answers, Kane has to admit that the program has been stolen. Of course, Phyllis Summers has her own plan and put it in Kane's head that Victor must have stolen it. After that, Phyllis will go to Victor with her own deal. The health of Noah Newman over in Los Angeles. Noah will still be in a medically induced coma. However, he should be waking up soon. In the meantime, Nick Newman is having Sienna Bacall researched. Then, Sharon Newman goes down a dangerous road in her quest for answers. Week of October 27th, 2025. Mark Grossman's Adam Newman is punched by Billy Abbott as Chelsea Lawson looks on in horror. Nikki Newman and Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, arrive in Los Angeles to support Nick and Sharon. Victoria and Nikki might also check in with Haley Erin's Claire Grace Newman. However, the blonde will stun Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, by showing a different side of herself. As for Victor, he has his own proposition for Michael. If Michael accepts the position, he may encounter additional issues with Lauren Fenmore Baldwin, Tracy E. Bregman. As for Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, he goes the distance for Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell. Spoilers for the next 2 weeks of The Young and the Restless. During the week of November 3rd, fans could see Sharon have a dangerous close call. Will she get too close to the truth about who tried to kill Noah? Speaking of Noah, he will make his debut on November 4th, so that will likely include him waking up. As for Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun, she confronts Mitch Bacal, Roger Howarth. In the next 2 weeks, which storyline are you most excited to see? Write down your thoughts in the box below. Remember to keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. Sienna put in a difficult spot, Sally goes to bat for Audra. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Friday, October 24th reveal that Sally Spectra goes out on a limb for Audra Charles and Kyle Abbott. Michael Mealer tries to get answers from Sienna Bacal, Tamara Braun. This sounds like a fantastic Friday cliffhanger, so let's get started dishing all the dirt that's fit to print B&B fans. Friday cliffhanger delivers. Kyle tries to get Sienna to respond in LA. He went there to stalk Claire Newman and now is wrapped up in the fiasco involving Sienna, Holden Novak and Noah Newman. First off, Kyle wants dirt on Holden, his rival for Claire. Sienna is a smart cookie and sees what Kyle is trying to do. She asks if he wants to make Holden look bad to get her back. Nepo baby Kyle argues that he just wants to protect Claire. What is Sierra hiding? Nonetheless, Kyle is also determined to figure out how Noah is involved with Sienna. Will he be able to break through her defenses and help the Newmans? Come to think of it, he wouldn't be working an angle to look good for the Newman family, right? Elsewhere, Phyllis Summers and Kane Ashby agree in Genoa City. Kane may still suspect that Phyllis stole his AI program, but they remain colleagues. Will Kane and Phyllis mix business with pleasure? On the October 23rd episode, things got heated between Phyllis and Kane due to his accusations. In fact, things got downright steamy. Red-hot Y&R spoilers indicate that Phyllis has a new love interest, and we predict that Phyllis and Kane could escalate their feelings in the near future. However, Phyllis stole the program, so this could get very complicated. What happens next on the CBS soap? Meanwhile, Sally takes a risk to try and help her new bestie, Audra. Juicy the Young and the Restless spoilers hint that Sally shows her true colors by stepping up. Does this indicate that she advocates on Audra's behalf at Abbott Communications? We anticipate that Sally will request messy Audra's custody from Jill Abbott and possibly Billy Abbott. What will happen to that? Be sure to catch up on everything happening with the Young and the Restless right now. Come back here often for the hottest Y&R updates, news, and spoilers. Get comfortable and gain access to the best soap intel on the web. In The Young and the Restless, the story of Sharon Newman's relentless search for her son, Noah, plunges into a whirlwind of danger, suspense, and emotional turmoil. Sharon, a woman defined by her strength and maternal devotion, finds herself once again walking a perilous path where her instincts as a mother collide with the dark forces threatening her family. The latest spoilers reveal that Sharon's journey to uncover the truth behind Noah's mysterious car accident will lead her into deadly danger, one that could cost her life if she gets too close to the truth. Sharon's emotional turmoil and fear. The story of Sharon Newman begins in Los Angeles, where she arrives to find that her beloved son Noah has been killed in a terrible car accident. This revelation shatters her world, reigniting old fears and painful memories. Sharon has faced similar crises in the past, with her children being involved in tragic accidents and hospitalizations, yet this time feels different. Secrets and deceit cloud the atmosphere surrounding Noah's crash. Her maternal intuition warns her that this was no ordinary accident, it was intentional. Haunted by déjà vu and overwhelmed by worry, Sharon's emotions spiral between grief, panic, and determination. As she questions everyone involved, she senses that key details are being withheld. Not only is she concerned about her son's recovery, but also about the truth itself. She knows that someone, somewhere, doesn't want her to find out what really happened. The mystery deepens, Detective Burrow and hidden agendas. Detective Burrow's role in the investigation raises Sharon's suspicions. His evasive answers and calculated behavior suggest that he's concealing something crucial. While he insists that Noah was deliberately run off the road, Sharon can't shake the feeling that he's protecting someone or something. Her gut tells her that the web of lies surrounding Noah's wreck extends far beyond what's visible. Meanwhile, Nick Newman, ever the protector, attempts to assist Sharon by questioning Sienna Bacal, a woman connected to Noah's case. But even Nick hits a wall of silence. It soon becomes evident that the Bacals, Sienna and her husband, Mitch, are somehow entangled in this sinister plot. Sharon's investigation turns personal as she uncovers clues suggesting that Noah's accident may have been orchestrated as part of a larger scheme involving betrayal and revenge. The danger closing in. Sharon discovers that she is on the radar of dangerous people who would rather see her silenced than reveal the truth as she investigates further. Her pursuit of justice transforms from a mother's mission into a life-threatening quest. She is getting closer to exposing the person responsible for Noah's attempted murder with each new tidbit she finds, which also puts her in danger. The possibility looms that Sharon might become the next target. Sharon's unwavering determination may prove to be her undoing if the same forces that attempted to harm Noah strike again. According to the Y&R spoilers, her search for answers will bring her into a terrifying encounter that may result in tragedy. Halloween's cliffhanger and Nick's protective instincts. When Nick Newman learns that Sharon's life is in danger, his protective instincts go into overdrive. Throughout their complicated history, Nick has always been Sharon's savior when she's faced with impossible odds. Nick's presence promises both hope and heartbreak as the story builds toward its Halloween climax. With Sharon's life hanging in the balance, Nick must race against time to reach her before it's too late. The upcoming Halloween episode, slated for October 31st, is expected to feature a shocking twist, perhaps Sharon's abduction or a deadly encounter that changes everything. The Young and the Restless has long used Halloween to deliver its most gripping cliffhanger, and this storyline is shaping up to be one of its most chilling yet. Noah awakens, a ray of hope amid the chaos. Meanwhile, in a Los Angeles hospital, Noah Newman remains in a medically induced coma. But hope flickers on the horizon as spoilers suggest that he will awaken in the coming days. His recovery could provide the missing puzzle piece Sharon desperately needs. The question is, will Noah remember what happened? Or has his memory been erased by trauma or manipulation? If Noah recalls the details of the crash, he could expose the person behind the wheel who forced him off the road. However, his awakening could also place him back in danger, especially if those responsible fear he might talk. Sharon's motherly instincts will drive her to protect him at all costs, but the enemies lurking in the shadows will stop at nothing to keep their secrets buried. The Kane Ashby and Phyllis Summers subplot. While Sharon's storyline dominates the emotional core of the show, other characters are also caught in their own webs of deceit. Kane Ashby's confession to Lily Winters about the stolen AI program adds a layer of corporate intrigue. Kane's revelation that the program was stolen, coupled with Phyllis Summers' manipulation, ties Genoa City's business world to the chaos in Los Angeles. Phyllis, ever the schemer, might have orchestrated part of the chaos for her own gain, perhaps even linking her actions to Victor Newman's shadowy deals. Phyllis' growing entanglement with Kane could blur the lines between business and pleasure, setting up a dangerous romance that mirrors Sharon's peril in another part of the world. Each character's secrets seem to ripple outward, affecting everyone in their orbit. The Newman family unites. Back in Los Angeles, Nikki and Victoria Newman arrive to support Sharon and Nick. Their presence underscores the gravity of the situation. Despite the Newman family's history of infighting, they unite when one of their own is threatened. The sisters' involvement also hints at deeper Newman-Bacall connections that might tie this mystery to Victor's corporate dealings. Meanwhile, Victor himself offers Michael Baldwin a golden ticket opportunity, one that could alter the legal and ethical landscape of Genoa City. His proposition seems to intertwine with Sharon's storyline, suggesting that the danger surrounding Noah could have been triggered by one of Victor's enemies. Sienna and Mitch Bacall's confrontation. As Sharon inches closer to the truth, Sienna Bacall is cornered by her own husband, Mitch. Their confrontation may expose the couple's true motives and connection to Noah's crash. Sienna's dual nature, torn between fear and guilt, makes her a compelling wildcard. Is she an accomplice, or is she another pawn in a larger scheme? Kyle Abbott's interactions with Sienna further complicate matters. His attempt to pry information from her not only reveals his interest in the Newman family's affairs but also hints that he might have his own agenda involving Claire Grace Newman and Holden Novak. The impending showdown. The next 2 weeks promise escalating tension as Sharon's dangerous quest reaches its breaking point. With Noah's awakening, Sienna's confession, and Mitch's exposure, all the threads begin to weave into one explosive climax. Sharon's confrontation with the truth will likely come at great personal cost. Whether she survives or not remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: her courage and love for her son will define this gripping arc. As The Young and the Restless builds toward its November episodes, fans can expect a whirlwind of emotional revelations, unexpected alliances, and jaw-dropping betrayals. Sharon's perilous journey may change the dynamics of Genoa City forever, revealing that sometimes the most dangerous quests are not those for revenge, but for the truth.